Off the coast of California, beneath the waves, there is a forest. Not of trees, but of giant kelp rising from the seafloor toward the light. And like every forest, it is held together by a hidden balance. Three characters share this world, the kelp itself growing from the rocks, the sea urchins, spiny grazers crawling across the reef, and floating at the surface, the sea otters. The rule connecting them is simple. Urchins eat kelp. Otters eat urchins, 3 links in a chain, and yet from those 3 links, something surprisingly alive emerges. Watch the numbers in the corner. Nothing here sits still. The urchin population rises, and a little behind it, the otters rise too, feasting on the sudden abundance. But as the otters multiply, they eat the urchins faster than the urchins can breed. The urchin line falls, and with their food gone, the otters soon follow it down. Now the urchins are rare, the pressure lifts, and they begin to climb again. The whole cycle repeats. Predator chasing prey, prey escaping predator, around and around. This is the heartbeat of a healthy ecosystem. Not a flat, dead calm, but a steady rhythm of boom and bust that never quite settles and never quite collapses. Then the water begins to warm. A marine heat wave settles over the coast, the kind that struck this coastline for real between 2014 and 2016. The kelp's growth stalls. The canopy thins and gaps open in the forest. The otters, their world shrinking, dip to their lowest numbers yet. For a moment, the whole system trembles. This is the dangerous edge. In many places, a shock like this tips the forest over completely. The urchins explode, strip the rock bare, and leave what scientists grimly call an urchin barren. But here, just enough otters hang on. The heat wave passes, the water cools, and the kelp begins slowly to reach for the light again. The recovery is not gentle. Freed by the disturbance, the urchins surge into a boom, swarming the reef in numbers we have not seen before. Yet the surviving otters find a feast waiting, and their numbers answer. Link by link, the old chain reassembles, and the forest is pulled back from the brink. This is why the sea otter is called a keystone species. Remove it and the whole arch falls. A single predator holding up an entire forest and every creature that lives within it. We learned this the hard way. The fur trade of the 17 and 1800s hunted otters almost to extinction. Where they vanished, the kelp forests vanished too, replaced by barren rock. Where otters returned, the forests came back with them. The balance you have been watching is not just a simulation. It is the difference between a living sea and an empty one. Three simple rules: kelp, urchin, otter, and from them a forest that breathes.